You're listening to Ron Siegel's Home and Finance Radio Show, only on Financial News and Talk. Now live in studio, your host, local and national real estate expert and consumer advocate, Ron Siegel.
And hello again. Welcome to Ron Siegel Radio. This is the show with no real boundaries as we discuss current events, financial markets, politics, sports, even poking fun at the rest of the media. This is the show that connects the dots of confusion delivered by conflicting media reports. We connect the dots so you know the actions you can take, how your family or business can benefit from current events. Most of all, thank you for joining me. Within every market, there are solutions as well as tremendous opportunities. You just need some trusted guidance. That is my message, and I will be delivering it every day. We're a very focused show. We only chat about items that affect the roof over your head, your bank account, and anything I feel would benefit you. But before we get into our intriguing content today, please join me in welcoming our featured guest. First timer on Ron Siegel Radio, Drew Foma'i.
Foma'i, like Hawaii.
Foma'i. Yeah, good morning.
What's up? Good morning.
Glad to have you with us. First team real estate, first team Newport Beach, if you will.
Thank you very much.
You came out here into the lower levels of society from Newport Beach. If you haven't been in Newport Beach, it's a great place to visit. Actually, I guess if some people would say it's a great place to live too. I can't afford it, but I can't even get an office in Newport Beach. But that's a different story. But let me remind you, if you ever have any more finance-related questions, I am the consumer advocate looking out for you. And let me get myself going here. You can reach me directly, 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990, or RonSiegelRadio.com. Just remember that's the number you call anytime for assistance. When you call that number, it comes directly to me first. There are no operators standing by. I am it.
Quiet, numbskulls. I'm broadcasting.
Well, I do have a great team when it comes to developing a financing plan, a plan to save you money. I personally work with you. Even if you don't have any needs today, save this number in your phone for future reference, 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990. And of course, it's a beautiful day on Ron Siegel Radio. We celebrate every day on Ron Siegel Radio, although some days are a little more exciting. This one's going to be a challenge for me. Say something nice day. I don't think that's going to be part of the program here at all. Although some people might like the idea that it is also nail polish day. Yeah, we're not going there either. Go barefoot day, Heimlich maneuver day, reef awareness day. For those of you that are so inclined, pen pal day. There are two that I leave for the end that I guess is where we're going to have to stick today. One of them is very, very common for me. One of them, maybe not. So today is National Hazelnut Cake Day. But the one that I'm going to go with, because, it just kind of fits the bill for me. Today's National Olive Day. Now, here's the thing. You got to take 3 olives. They start out being stuffed, green olives, of course, stuffed with garlic. You pull the garlic out, you fill it with blue cheese. And what else would you do with a blue cheese stuffed olive but put it in a vodka martini? What else? Of course, that's what you're going to do with it. Absolutely. So there is our celebration of today. I have had people think that I might be a little bit of an alcoholic, but I'm going to tell you, no, I'm not. I just drink a lot. Moving right along, let's see the markets. Dow Jones now up 130 points. S&P 500 up 264. NASDAQ's going south. 1961 is on the downside of the NASDAQ. Thank you, President Biden. Oil is up $1.48 a barrel. Yeah, I know he doesn't control prices. Fakebook already taught me that. But he does control policy, so that is where the prices are going up. $3.04 a gallon, not in Calizuela. $2.70.4 a gallon, once again, not in Calizuela. That would be Louisiana. 270.6 is Mississippi. $3.93 in Hawaii. $4.20 a gallon.
Ow!
That's the average cost of a gallon of gasoline in the formerly Golden State. $4.20 a gallon. We are the winners. Yeah, that's the highest price in the entire country, is getting gasoline right here in the formerly Golden State. I was just reading recently, and I don't know whether it's true. I did not do the fact checking. I should put it on Facebook because they'll tell me whether it's true or not. Right, that gasoline now has about $1 a gallon in taxes in California. $1 a gallon. Maybe it's so we can give $1 million to somebody to go get a shot that they should be getting on their own. What are all the? Can somebody help me understand what all of the purpose is for if this vaccination is so great, and people are so worried about getting the virus? Why do we have to pay people to take the vaccine, to get the vaccine? Could it be that it's a government ploy? Could it be a government ruse? Yeah, I did see, and I shared on our social channels over the weekend that there is a case out there. Now, another university, not just Stanford. I know that Stanford's not important enough. So another university came out with a study telling us that masks don't work. And I love the concept of what they used. Their comment was, if you can smell bacon through a mask, what makes you think that the virus can't get through? That was a pretty good line. I don't know. I can smell bacon from a mile away, but that's just probably because of my size. But I'm just saying that was part of the commentary. And the author, I thought the author was great. I mean, I love some of his lines in the article. And again, if you're following us on Ron Siegel Radio on the social channels, you'll see that I did share it. It's not that I just go out there and don't share my thoughts. I give you whatever comes to mind. I'm willing to share it. Sometimes it's not a strong mind. And a lot of people say that I don't have a strong mind, but I'll share it anyway. Let you make the decisions. I actually shared the entire article, right? Because I wanted you to know exactly where the data was coming from. I wanted you to be able to go and cite the references. Sorry, the Cannabis News Network and MSNBC Hee-Haw, they don't share their sources from an anonymous source. You know what an anonymous source means? That some clown sent 3 different networks the same story, and they all ran with it, did absolutely no homework on it, and come out and say, an anonymous source told us. Well, the anonymous source, the reason that it's anonymous is because it's fake, right? Facebook won't tell you that, but that's what the anonymous source means. But the best part of this article, and it's from blacksphere.net is the name of the website that actually had the article. Yes, I know you may not like blacksphere.net. You may not even know it, but they did reference the exact study that came out from the University of Louisville, right? So the University of Louisville is the one that did the study, basically saying that the masks are worthless. But I'm going to share with you one paragraph of the study. And it's about halfway through. June 2020, Kevin, being Kevin Jackson, is the page where I reference this. But Kevin Jackson comes out and he says, I just lost it. There it is. June 2020, Kevin wrote, June 2020, that's about a year ago. And it wasn't the first time. The mask ruse is a ploy by leftists to provide another divide. Black versus white, rich versus poor, man versus woman, and so on. Now we have masked versus unmasked, or how I think of it, easily led dumbasses versus smart Americans. Quote, unquote. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just telling you what Mr. Jackson had to say here. So just throw that out there. But we've been talking about this right along, that the idea of the masks, half the people out there put the masks on, and they have no clue whether they're using a mask that works or doesn't work, right? What is the purpose? I believe the purpose of the mask here. So a surgical mask, that's basically so the surgeon could cough or sneeze and not cough into the open body, right? It's not so that it's going to stop the person that's on the bed there, that's on the gurney, that's being operated on. Well, they're already sick. The doctor knew that going in. I don't know about you. I've got a bunch of friends, medical people, who have said they're not getting the vaccine. They've come up with the idea, one in particular, 22 years or over 20 years, I think it's 22, but over 20 years as an emergency room nurse. She says, I've got enough antibodies for almost anything. Now, don't send me messages saying, Ron, if you knew somebody that died, you wouldn't be saying this. Well, I know several people that have died. I have a very close relative who spent quite a bit of time in the hospital. So, yes, I get it. I know that the virus is real, but less than 1% of the people are going to get it. So think about some of these numbers and don't fall for all of the statistics that all the government wants you to believe. I felt like a sheep. I did get the vaccine, right? And I felt like a sheep going through over at the hospital. When you watch all the people in line going to line up, stop that, guys, stop that. Like a whole group of people just walking like a herd of sheep going right in to get shot, right? I mean, I know vaccinated, jabbed, I think is the right term. You're listening to Ron Siegel Radio, discussing your real estate current events and the financial markets. When we come back, I'm going to chat with our friend Drew about real estate in Southern California and beyond, reasons to celebrate National Homeownership Month. And oh yes, we've got our featured home brought to you by myfavouritelender.net. All that and more. You can reach me anytime off air number 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990, or RonSiegelRadio.com. Facebook.com/Ron Siegel Radio, on Twitter @Ron Siegel. And if you miss any part of our broadcast, Ron Siegel 1 on YouTube. Ron Siegel, the numeral 1 on YouTube. Stay tuned. We'll be back in just a few.
Inflation is here. Prices are up all around. How much is your income up? Are you sitting on your home equity? Are you ready to put your money to work? The solution could be the Realty Pro 100 Wealth Builder program that may increase your net worth up to $75,000 per year. For details on the Realty Pro 100 Wealth Builder program, text My Wealth Builder to 79564. Again, text My Wealth Builder to 79564. Licensed under DRE number 02059058.
Blue Water Credit Repair is the industry leader in fixing bad credit. Did you know a 40-point increase in your credit score can save you $40,000 on a home loan and $4,000 on a car loan? You deserve good credit and peace of mind. Take the first step today and go to bluewatercredit.com and register for a free consultation from one of their credit repair experts. That's bluewatercredit.com.
Are you paying rent because you cannot afford to live in your dream home? Are you paying rent because you don't believe you have the down payment funds to purchase your own home? At Siegel Lending Team at RonIsMyLender.com has up to $25,000 to help qualified people purchase their own home at amazing interest rates. Contact the Siegel Lending Team today at RonIsMyLender.com. Again, RonIsMyLender.com. Licensed under NMLS 217037. RonIsMyLender.com.
Trimming of your retirement does not include losing your house. However, due to today's lower stock market, higher medical bills, and taxes, many retirees face this very problem. This is why it is necessary that you, as a baby boomer considering retirement within the next 10 years, understand reverse mortgages and what one could do for you or your parents. A reverse mortgage could make it possible for you or your parents to travel, buy a second home, or start a new business. For more information about reverse mortgages, just call our off-air number at 1-800-306-1990. That's 1-800-306-1990, or visit realestatewithron.com and click the free workshop button.
Are you tired of paying rent? Are you tired of paying someone else's mortgage? Do you know qualified folks can potentially purchase a $500,000 home for less than $5,000 out of pocket? Ron Siegel can help qualified people purchase their own home at amazing interest rates. If you're tired of paying someone else's mortgage, reach out to Ron today at RonIsMyLender.com. That's RonIsMyLender.com. Licensed under NMLS 217037, Equal Housing Lender. Do you know a homeowner experiencing divorce? Do you know a real estate reference in the divorce decree could cost tens of thousands of dollars? A certified divorce mortgage planning and real estate report could save you thousands of dollars, and it's free from your local certified divorce lending professional. Reach out to Ron today. RonIsMyLender.com. Again, RonIsMyLender.com. Licensed under NMLS 217037, Equal Housing Lender.
You're listening to Ron Siegel's Home and Finance Show with local and national expert Ron Siegel. Now, here's Ron.
Welcome back to Ron Siegel Radio. Within every market, there are solutions, as well as tremendous opportunities. You just need some trusted guidance. That is my message, and I will be delivering it every day on Ron Siegel Radio or anytime at 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990. The Mortgage Minute today being brought to you by our friends at Geneva Financial. When you're ready for that next home loan, Geneva's got the programs and the products. You just need to make the call, 800-306-1990. Dow Jones now up 80, almost 84 points, going the wrong way. NASDAQ up 6, down. Is it Monday or what? No, it's not Monday. Feels like Monday. It should be Monday. NASDAQ's down 16, S&P 500 up 3.04. Most important part of the numbers, the 10-year Treasury up one tick. That's heading downward. 1.615 is the yield on that 10-year Treasury. And the mortgage-backed securities, those are down 8 basis points. That means interest rates are up slightly this morning. But hey, the question is not all of those numbers because, as you know, as I've told you many times, the super secret website, Google.com, they've got all that information for you. So let's take a look at why that's happened. And the stock market started the day way up. It was up 307 points, and I told you now we're only up 84. So we've come back a long way. Let's see why that is. PMI Manufacturing Index increased to 62.1 from 60.5, above expectations. We're looking at the ISM Manufacturing Index, which measures the health of manufacturing sector in the U.S., came in at 61.2 for the month of May, which was above expectations. Construction spending increased by 0.2% in April, which was below expectations of 0.6. March's figure was revised higher from 0.2 to 1. And, fake information as well. Now, you're going to have to understand this, and it's going to be a big issue. We're going to talk to our friend Drew about this one in just a minute. CoreLogic, they released their home price index report for April. Now, remember, about this time last year, CoreLogic, and they've got a great reputation, but CoreLogic last year, this time, if you remember correctly, they said that the housing market was going to depreciate, go backwards, 6.6%. 6.6%. Well, if you're a regular listener of Ron Siegel Radio, yeah.
You know better than that.
Absolutely. We've told you right along that's not the case. But here's the issue. They released their home price index report for April, showing that home prices increased 2.1% during the month alone, up 2.1. Now, do you know what it takes to go down 6.6 if you have 1 month that was up 2.1? Prices rose 1.3% year over year, which is up from 11.3 in the previous report. I'm sorry, it's up 13% year over year. Hey, I better clean my glasses. CoreLogic forecasts that home prices will rise 1.1% in May, which is the same level they forecasted for April. They were off by just a bit. Now think about this. If you're off, if you forecast a negative 6.6 and they go up 13. Now, I'm just going to give you a little bit of background here. But you can probably guess that they were off by almost 20%. Can you imagine that being off by 20%? What if we were off by 20%? Oh, I shouldn't say that. Top metros, Phoenix up 21%, San Diego up 16%, Denver up 14%. Baby boomers staying in their homes longer. That's hurting inventory. Today they're staying for a median of 13 years. Oh! Yeah. Get out there and get a new house. right? We're going to get a lot of information. Being that we are at the beginning of the week, this is going to be big news week. So we've got the BLS jobs report that comes out on Friday. The ADP report comes out Thursday. It's normally a Wednesday, but they changed it because there's a holiday. I don't know what holiday is on Wednesday. I digress. But that's the Mortgage Minute brought to you by our friends at Geneva Financial. So let's chat with our friend Drew Foma'i. First team. Now, I'm looking at a flyer you have here, Drew. I don't know what the deal is, but I thought it was First Team Estates, and here it says First Team Real Estate.
Oh, yeah. My marketing gal put that in there. So,
okay. So he's not as fancy on his flyers, but that's it. So what are you seeing properties go up just by a tad bit, or are you seeing the same thing that some of the other areas are seeing, that's going up a pretty good chunk?
I think that's a very good question. Across the board, in any market throughout Orange County, you're going to see an uptick in prices, whether it's condominium, townhouse, or single-family residence.
Abundance of inventory?
No.
Okay, so
quite the opposite.
If there's no abundance of inventory, that's going to probably lead us to the idea that prices are going to continue going up.
Absolutely, that's a fact. And even though there's a lot of people thinking that we might see a crash in the near future, that's probably not going to be realistic.
Well, what would drive a crash, right? I mean, an abundance of inventory, right? Because we're still talking about supply and demand. And I'm looking at an event that you've got coming up, Chapman Commons. I don't know about Chapman Commons. I went to Chapman College, right? It was before it was a university, so I'm dating myself. But prices go down when there's more supply than demand, right? That's just economics 101. If supply surpasses demand, then the prices are going to drop. Do you see that there's a lot of supply coming on the market? Do you see a catalyst for a lot of people putting their houses on the market?
At this current time, the trend is not showing that we're going to see a huge influx of inventory.
So those people that are really thinking about selling, they're in a good position to sell right now.
I think if you're a seller and you're really seriously thinking about making a move, either upward or downward or out of state, I think as a seller, it's a great time to do it.
Yeah, you gotta make that choice right now, and unless you want to just wait until the market changes, right? So the whole concept is, last I heard is, buy low, sell high. That was a pretty common thought process, right?
Sure, that's a common process.
So right now prices are up there. Now, what are you going to tell somebody, Drew? If I call you, I act like I want to sell a house. I don't, right? But I want to sell a house, and should I? If I sell, that means I'm going to be buying at the top of the market.
Very well. Very well. So when you're going to take your profit, you're going to use that towards your down payment on your next property purchase.
So it's basically the same.
Basically
right? You're rolling from one place to another. You're going to basically take your cost basis from property A to property B.
Pretty much.
Right. So it's a pretty simple. So what other areas what are you focusing on with your clients right now? When you call them up and just other than congratulations to one of your clients that has a new baby.
Right. Thank you very much. Yes.
What are you saying thank you for, Drew? I don't know if you had anything to do with this or not, but
no. Just full disclosure, I had nothing to do with that.
Okay, just checking. We're just throwing that out there. So what are you talking to people about these days in the world of real estate? What's the exciting thing that people need to know?
Well, I think today, if you're a buyer, interest rates are extremely low. They're still in the 3s. Very cheap money out there. Very easy to qualify. If you need a loan, talk to Ron. I'm sure he'll be glad to help you out. But with the interest rates being extremely low and the prices being high, if you were to compare prices today to homes that are priced similarly last year, you're paying a higher rate. So if you buy in today's market, you're actually going to be at the same type of house, but at a lower monthly payment.
That's an interesting concept right there. And of course, you are correct. I'm looking at from the week of May 28th last year, interest rates at 3.15, you had to pay almost a point to get it. And this year, 2.95, you have to pay 3/4 of a point to get that one. So not only did the cost of it go down, but the rate itself went down almost 1/4 of a point. So yeah, the prices might have gone up. And I'm going to say, what's your opinion here, Drew, is don't like when property values appreciate by 13%. That's too hot for me. Do you like that? Do you like that kind of appreciation, or are you thinking that's too hot as well?
I think it's unstable.
Okay.
I think the norm, in the past 10 years has been somewhere between 3 to 5 to 7%, depending on the area and location. That's always important. But 13 is kind of high. And if you're in the game to try to profit as much as possible, like, for example, you bought a property 2 years ago and 13% was the average for the last 2 years, I'm sure you'd probably want to consider selling it, take your profit, and then move up, move down, or reinvest in something else. But hopefully it's real estate.
There you go. So and that we're gonna, I think next Wednesday we'll talk more about that one as well. Is take the money out and go buy another piece of property. I mean, if you think about it, if you have a 13% 1 year, and I don't know what it was the year before, call it just 10. So you say real estate is up 23%, even you call it 20% over the last 2 years, and you bought 2 years ago. Take that 20% out, go buy another piece of property.
Yeah, take that money tax-free.
Tax-free?
Tax-free if you're a primary resident.
Wow, I like that idea. Tax-free. Well, tax-free. We're not giving tax advice, but basically you do want to look at that, because there are many scenarios, because you have to wait 2 years to make it to qualify for that tax status. According
to IRS code 121, I believe.
I'm glad you know that stuff, because I'm just a radio guy. So we're gonna continue our conversation with Drew when we come back. You're listening to Ron Siegel Radio, discussing your real estate, current events, and the financial market. 6 reasons to celebrate National Homeownership Month. And oh yeah, we've got a featured home brought to you by myfavoritelender.net. All that and more. You can reach me anytime off air. Number 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990, or RonSiegelRadio.com. Facebook.com/Ron Siegel Radio, on Twitter @Ron Siegel, and if you miss any part of our broadcast, Ron Siegel 1 on YouTube, Ron Siegel, the numeral 1 on YouTube. Stay tuned. We'll be back in just a few.
Are you a veteran, own a home, and need money? The Siegel Lending Team is here to help veterans refinance and get the money they need. The VA 100 lets you borrow up to 100% of your home's value, refinance your mortgages, consolidate credit cards, and lower your payments by an average of $700 a month. And the Siegel Lending Team knows that character means more than a credit score. Call 800-306-1990. That's 800-306-1990. Rate subject to change without notice. Licensed by the California Department of Corporations, NMLS 21037, and DRE number 018694452.
Are you earning a safe, secure 10+% return on your investments? Is your credit score over 800? Are you living in the home of your dreams, or simply where you think you can afford? If the answer to any of these questions is no, what are you doing about it? Text ATP to 79564. Complete a 3-minute complimentary survey, and the area trusted professionals of Ron Siegel Radio will reach out to you to develop a success strategy for you. Again, all you need to do is text ATP to 79564.
Blue Water Credit Repair is the industry leader in fixing bad credit. Did you know a 40-point increase in your credit score can save you $40,000 on a home loan and $4,000 on a car loan? You deserve good credit and peace of mind. Take the first step today and go to bluewatercredit.com and register for a free consultation from one of their credit repair experts. That's bluewatercredit.com.
Do you know a homeowner experiencing divorce? Do you know a real estate reference and the divorce decree could cost tens of thousands of dollars? A certified divorce mortgage planning and real estate report could save you thousands of dollars, and it's free from your local certified divorce lending professional. Reach out to Ron today. RonIsMyLender.com. Again, RonIsMyLender.com. Licensed under NMLS 217037, Equal Housing Lender. Are you tired of paying rent? Are you tired of paying someone else's mortgage? Do you know qualified folks can potentially purchase a $500,000 home for less than $5,000 out of pocket? Ron Siegel can help qualified people purchase their own home at amazing interest rates. If you're tired of paying someone else's mortgage, reach out to Ron today at RonIsMyLender.com. That's RonIsMyLender.com. Licensed under NMLS 217037, Equal Housing Lender.
Inflation is here. Prices are up all around. How much is your income up? Are you sitting on your home equity? Are you ready to put your money to work? The solution could be the Realty Pro 100 Wealth Builder program that may increase your net worth up to $75,000 per year. For details on the Realty Pro 100 Wealth Builder program, text My Wealth Builder to 79564. Again, text My Wealth Builder to 79564. Licensed under DRE 02059058.
You're listening to Ron Siegel's Home and Finance Show with local and national expert Ron Siegel. Now, here's Ron.
Welcome back to Ron Siegel Radio. Within every market, there are solutions as well as tremendous opportunities. You just need some trusted guidance. That is my message, and I will be delivering it every day on Ron Siegel Radio or anytime at 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990. The real-time real estate segment today being brought to you by the area trusted real estate professionals of Ron Siegel Radio. Text SLT Home Digest to 79564. Find your dream home before someone else does. 6 reasons to celebrate National Home Ownership Month. Our homes, so much more than the houses we live in. For many, they've also become our workplaces, schools for our children, and safe harbors in which we've weathered the toughest moments of a global pandemic. Today, 65.6% of Americans call their homes their own, a rate that has risen to its highest point in 8 years. As National Home Ownership Month kicks off this June, homeowners have every reason to celebrate. A survey by Gallup just ranked real estate as the best investment you can make for the 8th year in a row. However, unlike other investment options, the benefits of owning a home aren't purely financial. Here are the top ways Americans are winning by owning a home. And I go with the non-financial side first. Number 1, civic participation. Owning a home is owning a part of your neighborhood. Homeowners have a stronger connection to their neighborhoods and are more committed to volunteer work and other ways to get involved. Number 2, pride of ownership. Owning a home is having a space that is uniquely yours. You can customize it to your personal liking and make it reflect your personality and values. Number 3, a safe space. Owning a home gives you a sense of security and privacy. 2 things that have become even more valuable as we've tackled the challenges of the recent health crisis. The financial benefits. Number 1, forced savings. Owning a home builds equity. Your equity grows with each payment you make towards your mortgage. This form of forced savings can be used down the road to help you accomplish your bigger or biggest financial goals. Number 2, appreciation. Owning a home is making an investment that steadily gains value, and experts project home values will continue to rise in the years to come. Stability. Owning a home means having better control over your future housing payments. Over the years, a mortgage stays relatively steady, but rent costs continue to rise. Bottom line, if you own your home, take this time, June, to celebrate the ways homeownership has added value to your life. If you hope to become a homeowner this year, hey, give me a call, 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990, and we'll get you on a game plan to own your home. Love that concept. That's the real-time real estate segment brought to you by the area trusted real estate professionals of Ron Siegel Radio. Text SLT Home Digest to 79564. Find your dream home before someone else does. The Digest is a monthly report to you about your property. It tells you what the appreciation has been of your property in the last month. It tells you what the market thinks about your property, what the county recorder knows about your property, some statistics here and there. And it's all compliments of your friends at Ron Siegel Radio. That is the real-time real estate segment. So we're continuing our conversation. Drew Foma'i, First Team Real Estate, is in the house. First Team Estates. Newport Beach, if you will.
Hey, Ron.
Okay, so when you're out there talking to folks, as you do on a regular basis, so what do you find? Are people more concerned, the homeowner, the owner-occupier, as opposed to the investor? Okay. Are they more concerned with the financial benefits or the non-financial benefits? What are they looking at first?
Well, if it's the owner or the seller that's looking to sell their house,
someone buying.
Oh, someone buying their house. Different conversations.
Okay.
We're talking about the first-time home buyer.
Okay.
That's looking to get into the market. In fact, I have a client. His name is Caesar, and he was looking.
Hello, Caesar.
What's up, Caesar? out in Rancho Santa Margarita.
Nice.
He was actually looking to buy a property last year in 2020, and he sat. And while he sat, he saw the prices continue to rise.
Sorry, Caesar, you should have been listening to Ron Siegel Radio, and I bet Drew told you, don't wait.
Anyway, he came to his senses. He actually got pre-approved back in November. Didn't take any steps. Didn't do the typical things that most first-time home buyers do when they're ready and they have that pre-approval letter, and they're ready to go shopping. They're a little bit more hesitant, which kind of backfired on me.
Okay, so Caesar, if you're listening, and anybody else who's contemplating, do I want to buy now or don't I want to buy now? How about a cost of waiting analysis? Right, and we can just send that to you. Just all you have to do is send a message, rj@ronsiegelradio.com, rj@ronsiegelradio.com. Tell us where you are now, what you're paying in rent, what you're thinking about buying as far as price, and what your down payment is. We'll put together a cost of waiting analysis for you. Compliments of Ron Siegel Radio. Just give you some ideas as to what you could be missing out on. And in our world, there's no way that my team could have ever forecasted, no one else did either, that properties were going to go up 13% last year. Right? I mean, that's just not realistic, right? I mean, and I wouldn't want to come out there, and I wouldn't want anybody to make a business decision based on that, right? I mean, we want to be more conservative, right?
A little bit more conservative. Now, we also have to remember that, this is a very large financial purchase.
Sure.
For a first-time home buyer, or for anybody for that matter. And so to make that decision to be the best at the right time is going to be very important. And so by talking to me, I hopefully I can educate you, provide you with a plan and process.
Right. The whole idea, and that's why we talk about the cost of waiting analysis as well, is the rent versus own, either one. And it's not to tell you what you should do, right? Because that's not our goal at Ron Siegel Radio. I'm not going to ever tell you what you should do. I want to educate you, and I know you and I have talked off air as well. The whole idea is educating people.
Absolutely.
Right? You can't make an educated decision if you haven't been educated. And if you haven't been educated, that's your house, the fault. I'm going to use a new term here. I've only been using it for about 10 years. Household board of directors. Right? So you need a household board of directors, right? That would be your realtor, right? Your CPA, financial planner, tax planner, estate planner, mortgage team, right? That's all part of your household board of directors. Not to tell you what to do, but to educate you, right? If everybody has an estate plan, everybody, right? It's either the state's plan or your plan, right? You can make your own call. Now, I've got right in front of me a real estate report card. It doesn't come up with A, B, C, D, F, right? That's not it. But it does tell us that historically, Orange County, California, I can use this number because I'm not forecasting anything or telling you what's going to happen. Last 61 years, Orange County, California, home price appreciation, 5.32%. Over 61 years. So is that a good number for us to use for the next 5 years?
I think that's fair.
Right?
Absolutely.
Right?
We can follow that trend.
Right? I mean, now, will it happen? We don't know. But if over the last long term, that's a good long-term number.
Very safe.
Right?
Very safe.
And, if you're looking at being a first-time home buyer, 2-year plan, 5-year plan, is that fair?
Very fair. Very fair, especially in today's market.
So you stay there, you go and you get a entry-level home. You stay there 5 years and don't sell the house. Sorry, Drew.
No, that's quite right.
Don't sell the house. Take the money out of the house and go buy another one.
There we go.
Right. So now you're on your plan. Now you've got 2 properties in the first 5 years of your planning.
Right.
Right. 5 years later, you take the money out of both of those and buy a bigger one.
Absolutely. Build that real estate empire or your real estate portfolio.
Right. Doesn't that make sense?
That makes awesome sense.
Right. So then by the time you do that 4 or 5 times, 6 times, 7 times, right? 7 times, 5 times 7, 35 years. If you started doing that at 25 plus 35, what's that, 60? You're retired.
60. You're retired. Very wealthy.
Right?
Very wealthy. High net worth.
High net worth. So the concept there, and we just gave you a retirement plan in the last 2 minutes. Right? It didn't take us that long to figure that out.
No, it didn't.
Right? I mean, and
right here.
right here on Ron Siegel Radio, right? And we don't even charge for those type of financial plans. But what our whole point is, though, is Drew, you can get into this and have a lot of people that make a lot of good financial planning through real estate.
I think it's a very important step if that's your goal and you want to try to get into real estate.
I like your concept right there. If that's your goal. Like, it's not everybody's goal.
No.
Some people don't want to be wealthy.
That's true.
Some people don't want to retire.
And some people are meant to rent and not be homeowners.
There you go. Right? Some people want to pay some. Now here's another Ron Siegel Radio first. I've been using this 10 years too. If you're tired, if you want to pay someone else's mortgage, that's called rent. But if you want to pay someone else's mortgage, just give me a call, 800-306-1990. I'll let you pay mine. Right? Is that fact or not?
Oh, you know what? If it's available, why not?
Right? I mean, we're all heart right here. So the idea is get on a plan, right? Make a plan. Sit down with Drew, develop your real estate portfolio plan. And what do you want to accomplish? We just laid out a plan for you. Every 5 years, you buy a new property. Now, I've talked to you about this before. Even if you don't buy a new property and you put that money into an index universal life policy, I don't promote those. I don't sell those. I don't sell those kind of things. I did sell them way back when I was licensed at Merrill Lynch. I'm not licensed any longer. But right, that's a plan that you can retire on $18,000 a month just using your mortgage. Now, what Drew and I just laid out for you, you probably get more than $18,000 a month after 25 years or 35 years, right? But that's the whole concept of financial planning through real estate. You're listening to Ron Siegel Radio discussing your real estate, current events, and the financial markets. When we come back, Featured Home brought to you by myfavoritelender.net, and I'll continue our conversation with Drew Foma'i from First Team Estates Real Estate, Newport Beach. Got them all in there that time, right? Call Drew if you want any real estate help. And you can reach me anytime. 800 number 306-1990. 800-306-1990 or ronsiegelradio.com. Facebook.com/Ron Siegel Radio. And if you miss any part of our broadcast, shame on you. But the replay is available. Ron Siegel 1 on YouTube. Ron Siegel, number 1 on YouTube. Stay tuned. We'll be back in just a few.
Inflation is here. Prices are up all around. How much is your income up? Are you sitting on your home equity? Are you ready to put your money to work? The solution could be the Realty Pro 100 Wealth Builder program that may increase your net worth up to $75,000 per year. For details on the Realty Pro 100 Wealth Builder program, text My Wealth Builder to 79564. Again, text My Wealth Builder to 79564. Licensed under DRE number 0205-9058.
Are you tired of paying rent? Are you tired of paying someone else's mortgage? Do you know qualified folks can potentially purchase a $500,000 home for less than $5,000 out of pocket? Ron Siegel can help qualified people purchase their own home at amazing interest rates. If you're tired of paying someone else's mortgage, reach out to Ron today at ronismylender.com. That's ronismylender.com. Licensed under NMLS 217037, Equal Housing Lender.
Is your credit score over 800? Are you living in the home of your dreams or simply where you think you can afford? Are you earning a safe, secure 10+% return on your investments? If the answer to any of these questions is no, what are you doing about it? Text ATP to 79564. Complete a 3-minute complimentary survey and the area trusted professionals of Ron Siegel Radio will reach out to you to develop a success strategy for you. Again, all you need to do is text ATP to 79564.
Do you have a goal of mortgage-free home ownership? What if your home was valued at $500,000? Are you aware that a free and clear home could be costing you $2,500 every month, $30,000 per year? The mortgage planners at the Siegel Lending Team would like to show you how you can own your home, generate tax-free income, and accumulate family wealth. You simply need to call Ron Siegel at 1-800-306-1990. That's 1-800-306-1990. 800-306-1990. By sending the team a copy of your most recent mortgage statement, the team will send you a no-obligation mortgage adoption plan. You be the judge if it's right for your family. Again, all you have to do is send the team a copy of your mortgage statement by email to map@ronsiegelradio.com or call today Ron Siegel, 1-800-306-1990. That's 1-800-306-1990. Rate subject to change without notice. Licensed by the California Department of Corporation and MLS 217037 and BCAL-BRE number 018694552.
Do you know a homeowner experiencing divorce? Do you know a real estate reference and the divorce decree could cost tens of thousands of dollars? A certified divorce mortgage planning and real estate report could save you thousands of dollars, and it's free from your local certified divorce lending professional. Reach out to Ron today. RonIsMyLender.com. Again, RonIsMyLender.com. Licensed under NMLS 217037, Equal Housing Lender.
You're listening to Ron Siegel's Home and Finance Show with local and national expert Ron Siegel. Now, here's Ron.
Welcome back to Ron Siegel Radio. Within every market, there are solutions as well as tremendous opportunities. You just need some trusted guidance. That is my message, and I will be delivering it every day on Ron Siegel Radio or anytime at 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990. The featured home segment today being brought to you by myfavouritelender.net. Myfavouritelender.net. Who's got the featured home? Let's see if we can find it. And if I can bring up a little bit of it on my screen, I see that you've got it right there. Josh takes care of getting all this stuff up there for us. 32 Saracenia, I don't know. Sarracenia, Saracenia, Rancho Santa Margarita. 3 bedrooms, 2 full bathrooms, a half a bathroom. Come see this updated and well-maintained home located in the prestigious and highly desirable Canabrillo tract of Rancho Santa Margarita, situated on a quiet street. This home offers 3 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, ideal for families. Once you enter, you're greeted with a large living room and a dining room with views to the beautifully landscaped backyard. Updated kitchen has granite countertops, an additional eating area leading to the cozy family room with a fireplace and lots of natural. I need some of that background music for that. You know, that serenade type music, right? Isn't that what we need? Price good. Jennifer Segarella. Well, Jennifer's got this property. Okay, nice. Got more information. We can give you the contact information to reach Jennifer. Your price, $930,000 is the asking price. I don't know if that's good or bad, but I bet Jen does. If you're looking for that one, 10% down, $38.17 a month. 20% down, $32.38 a month. Strategically speaking, if you put 25% down, $28.94 a month. That's principal and interest. Yes, you have to add taxes and insurance, and if there is an HOA, mortgage insurance, any of that kind of good stuff, if there's requirements for it. And for those of you keeping score, compliance people, yeah, that's a 3.851 APR, a 3.298 APR, and a 3.083 APR, NMLS 217037. And if you're wanting more information on this property, hey, you can see the picture of it. It is right there on any of our social channels or the ABC News and Talk KMET 1490 video feed. We've got that showing right there on the screen for you. That is the featured home today, brought to you by myfavouritelender.net. Continuing our conversation this morning, we're going to see if I can get this right the first time. Drew Foma'i, First Team Estates, Newport Beach.
You got it.
And there we go. Okay, so we figured out who he is, where he's from. I don't know what he does. He's our in-house real estate professional today. And so by day, he does real estate. By mornings on June 5th, he does shredding. So he's going to stand there, and if you're watching us, he'll be tearing apart all kinds of paper. And this is at the Chapman Commons, 12680 Chapman Avenue. I think our word of the day today, we should use for the word of the day this week, homeownership. Home ownership. That should be our word of the week. So, and that's for those of you that watch or listen to Ron Siegel Radio. Word of the week: home ownership. So if you go to rsrtrivia.com, or you can go to text RSR Trivia to 79564 and put in there home ownership as the trivia answer. That'll get you into our contest. 4 days, 3 nights in Las Vegas. Taxes and fees are not included. 4 days, 3 nights in Vegas. We'll get that certificate out to the winner. And again, home ownership. Being that this is home ownership month, home ownership is our word of the day. So, Drew, tell me about you're going to go shredding stuff over at the Chapman Commons.
Yeah, so I'm hosting an event this coming Saturday, the 5th of June from 9 to 12 out there in the city of Garden Grove in the Chapman Commons and condominium complex featuring condominiums and townhouses. And it's for the local homeowners, residences for that community. You know, we've been tied up working remotely due to COVID for the past 14 months, 15 months. And surely I'm sure you've have some paperwork, some private work that you want to have shredded. Well, guess what? Bring it on out. We'll shred it for you for free.
Can I shred a mask or two?
Yeah,
so
sure.
It says that right here on the handy piece of paper that's in front of me. It says safety and therapy.
It's therapeutic. It's very therapeutic.
Shred a mask. Right?
Shred a mask.
All right.
Bring a mask.
So go visit Drew over there on Saturday morning, 9 to noon. Bring your own coffee and bring your own stuff to shred, right?
Yep. Documents.
Do you have to make an appointment?
No, if you do, just give me a call, 949-464-7634.
He's at First Team Estates in Newport Beach. We harass him about this all the time, right?
Give me a call, let me know. We'll get you in.
Okay, so cool stuff. Okay, so we're talking about real estate. So are you expecting this year is going to continue? Like last year, fourth quarter was very, very busy, because pretty much March, April, May, we were all some people were sitting at home doing absolutely nothing, right? So it kind of pushed the real estate market back a few months for the traditional sales period. Are you seeing the business earlier this year? Do you foresee that are we going to get back to normal, Drew?
You know what? Normal by definition, pre-COVID, maybe we will, but not relatively anytime soon.
Okay, so you're not seeing that happen.
No.
Okay, so all the rest of you out there can be just like me, abnormal. That's basically what Drew's saying, is that you're going to be abnormal just like I am.
I think abnormal is the new normal word.
Yeah, in any war, right, with what's been going on.
Absolutely.
It's been crazy. So do you have anything new coming up online? Any new? Obviously, we've got this event coming up, right? That's cool. We've got some first-time home buyers out there shopping.
Yes.
Caesar's
one of them.
Caesar's out there hunting.
He's looking for the right deal. I think waiting on the sidelines is not a bad plan, except with the low inventory. In fact, with inventory, we only have 2,233 houses in all of Orange County.
2,000 houses in Orange County.
Active.
Wow.
Active.
That's not very many houses.
No, and for a normal market, you're looking around 5,000 to 6,000.
5,000 to 6,000. So we basically got 40%.
We have a huge deficit when it comes to inventory.
So again, that's going to basically be telling us the prices are still going to go up. So if you're thinking about buying, now's probably a good time to buy as well. Because here's the thing: is a lot of people are saying, okay, well, I don't want to buy because I can't get in, or I've been outbid, or things like that. Well, we've got a bid over ask tool. That's an easy one, right? So we can show people that kind of thing. But if property values are going to continue going up, why would you want to wait?
I think it goes against your common goal if that's what you want to do.
So here's the issue. The same real estate report card that I referenced in the last segment, we're not going to talk about it again, but they're forecasting for the next 12 months, 9.1% appreciation.
It was like that last year. I think you mentioned that 13% for some areas, 9 to 10, 11.
So think about that. If you get in right now and you're buying a median priced house in Orange County, $836,440, and it goes up 9.1%. I am not going to try and do that math in my head, right? But I'm going to just call it 10%. That's $83,000.
That's accurate.
Right?
That is accurate.
$83,000 potential. We're not promising anything.
No.
Right? But that's a potential appreciation. So what are you waiting for? Right? There's not a logical reason to wait. Interest rates are probably going to go up. If inflation continues going up, that's the enemy of interest.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That's the enemy of bonds. So interest rates should go up. Property values go up 10%, 9%, even if they go up 8%. Don't ask CoreLogic because they have no clue, right? And so you got it made right now. Now's a good time to get in real estate.
Now's a good time to get in real estate. I'm in the trenches. Some agents out there are doing their very best to help out some of these buyers that are competing against other buyers out there and not winning. I've been very successful in winning with some of my buyers. So sometimes it might be a good idea to offer or obtain a second opinion out there. Maybe you need to change strategies, tactics.
There you go. If you want more information, to call Drew, give me a call, 800-306-1990. Be happy to put you in touch with him. And as always, I suggest set that first radio preset button to come back here and join Ron Siegel Radio, where we only speak about items affecting your house and your bank account. Thanks to all of our sponsors. A big thanks to Josh and Sean who are engineering us today. And of course, a special thanks to you for spending a little bit of your day with us. That's all for Ron Siegel Radio. Again, if you have any questions or to meet any of our guests, call me anytime. 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990, or RonSiegelRadio.com. And remember, make a lot of money so you can help a lot of people and have a lot of fun. Have a great day. We'll talk to you next time on Ron Siegel Radio.
Wild and I can't be saved. Tides that I tried to swim